because we had debts and no harvest. How will we live? How will we raise our children? All that worried him, and he wouldn't talk much. We were at school, and the girls told me your father drank poison. I couldn't understand what he drank and what it was.
The seeds they give us, that is the main cause of suicide. They put annihilators inside. In the past, any tree that gave seeds, if we kept them and preserved them for the whole season and planted a tree, the next year it would grow just like the one before. If we keep the seeds from this one, nothing will grow. No one told the farmers this. Eventually, the village learns that this person cannot produce anything. Then not even the loaner will lend him money. The bank won't lend him money. And he gets depressed. The day comes when he will do something. And that is why our situation has become so tragic. Because of the seeds. But even if the farmers keep the seeds for the following year, they risk being sued by the company. The seeds are patent protected, which means they are the intellectual property of Monsanto. As strange as it sounds, through this patent, Monsanto consolidates something that is alive as its own invention and has the right to exploit it exclusively for 20 years. If a farmer keeps some seeds to plant next year, then he is accused of being a criminal. He will be fined with 25,000 rupees, which is 380 euros. Can these small farmers pay a 25,000 rupee fine? Before, we would keep our own seeds and use them the following year. If the farmer doesn't do that, he'll have to go there for the seeds each year. Tell me, is that fair on humanity?
Certain farmers have entered into contracts with us, stating that they will use the seed for produce in one season and then, for some reason, chosen to use the seed the following season. That violates the contract that we had with these farmers. It is a very small number, and in most cases, we look to sort out these differences out of court.
So when you apply a patent rule and say that you can't save the seed for another growing season, first of all, you're massively increasing the cost of production for farmers. Massively.
We borrowed money from everyone to buy seeds. We ran out of money. My husband killed himself because of the debt. We couldn't save anything. He was depressed. The debt was huge. Now, I don't know what to do. My husband brought money. Nobody will lend money to a woman, especially here. This situation hurts me, and I feel so sad.
The cotton seeds earlier did not have protection against bollworm. Farmers had to spray pesticides. Agriculture scientists around the world were able to find a more sustainable way to protect the plant against that bollworm. That was a technology called pt cotton, which is inserted into the seed. It's a product of the science in the seed.
It's really an oligopoly that controls that food supply, the seed supply. And those companies now are going beyond the patenting of a single plant variety to saying, we can patent all plants, and we can patent all crops with a single patent. Because we're claiming traits within those varieties and in those crops that are common to all of them. So we control everything now. We control the food system.
Did they make the seeds? No. Until today, nature made the seeds. Did they create anything living? They couldn't.
Whereas in the 1970s, there was no proprietary seed in the planet whatsoever. None.
Genetically engineered crops do not produce more food, but they tell the lie to grab the market. More trade does not feed people. It leaves more people hungrier because the globalized trade then becomes a trade controlled by 5 agribusiness corporations who can bid the prices as they want. When they want to speculate upwards, they speculate upwards. When they want to fix the prices downwards to capture markets, they take the prices downwards. And as their profits increase, people starve.
So they've got what they need out of this. They've got the control. And frankly now, because they have that control, they don't need biotech anymore. They've got the marketplace. It's to them. They control the first link in the food chain. So they've won. Water?
Possibly. It's not traded now, but it could be in the future, perhaps. Sure. I don't know much about it because there is no market to buy and sell water. Maybe there will be in the future.
If I have a market where people who need water and a market of people who have water can get together and through their own best interest discover, and that's an important word, discover the price of that commodity. How dare a government, how can a government, how can a group of supposed intellectuals sit down and say, this is the price of water everywhere around the world? Will there be circumstances where some people will not have water? Yes. That will happen. That is the harsh reality of how markets function. Do you sometimes run out of soap? Yes. Whose fault is that? Probably yours, because you didn't go to the store to buy any. Should you blame the government? No. It's your fault.